Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to share with you this morning that men need love, they need forgiveness, and they need compassion. Our men, our boys, our husbands, our fathers, they need love, they need forgiveness, they need compassion. The Bible tells us a story in the book of Luke, a parable, in fact, where Jesus spoke about the prodigal son. And many of us are aware of this story, but let me just refresh your memory. The prodigal son was a young man who went against the grain of culture, and he asked for his inheritance and decided to leave home. Now, this was not how it's supposed to be, because by culture it is the older one who's supposed to get his inheritance first, and in fact the inheritance is given when the father passes away. But this boy wanted to go live a lavish lifestyle and to experience the world like many of our young men want to do. Like many of our men want to do. They want to experience something new, they want to experience something different. And so he asked for his inheritance. And he went out into the world and he bought the expensive clothes and he threw the parties and he had all the fun he wanted until all of his resources went dry. He lost it all. All the friends that he got while having the money, they left him, and now he was all alone. Now, this is something that I want you to pay attention to. This young man was a Jew, and at the lowest point in his life, when he lost everything, he had to be working with a farmer in a pigsty. He's working in a pigsty. Now, if you know the culture of a Jew, they have nothing to do with pigs. They're unclean. But this young man found himself in a place where he is going even against his culture. He's going against his religious practice, working with pigs, and had to eat the remaining food that the pigs left. That was the lowest point. He lost his true identity. But there came a point while doing what he was doing that he said to himself, I will arise and go to my father, because whatever is in my father's house has to be better than how I am living right now. He said, I am willing to go back and say to my father, make me even as a hired servant. I'm willing to be a servant. As long as I'm back in your house, I know I am safe and I'll be a servant. Your house is still better than this. Being a servant in your house is better than what I'm doing right now. He recognized where he was. Could it be that some of our men, some of our boys, some of our fathers have recognized the error of their ways? They have recognized how messed up their lives have become, and they are saying, like the prodigal son, I will arise and I want to go back home. But as the story unfolds, as this young man went back home, as he was traveling on his way home, his father saw him from afar off, and the father saw him from afar off and ran to him, hugged him, and welcomed him back home, threw a party and celebrated the fact that his son came home. He wasn't concerned about the mistakes his son made. He wasn't concerned about the fact that his son took his inheritance too early. He wasn't upset. He had a heart of compassion. He had a heart of forgiveness. He had a heart of love, and he received his son through a celebration for his son. Some of our men want to come back home, but they're wondering, is there a heart of compassion to receive them? Some of our boys want to come back home, but they're wondering, is there a heart of compassion to receive them? Is there a heart of forgiveness and a heart of love to receive them and say, I will embrace you, my son. I will embrace you, my father. I will embrace you. Yes, you wandered away, but they just want to know that they're not going to be crucified. Sometimes what we do, we are willing to receive them, but we give them a proper tongue lashing, and we point out all the faults and the mistakes and all of these things. The story didn't tell us that the father did all these things. He celebrated. And some of our boys want to be celebrated, the fact that they're coming back home, that they're back home. Because could it be that they have experienced some things out there that now make them realize that they need to be better version of themselves? I say to us, I say to the mothers, I say to the wives, I say to the children, I say to the parents, if your child wants to come home, give him an opportunity. If your boys want to come home, give him an opportunity. If your daughter wants to come home, give her an opportunity. If your husband wants to come home, give him an opportunity. But I say also that even if you as a mother choose not to want to give the father an opportunity back into your life, give him an opportunity to connect with his children. Give that to him. He deserves that. The good Father, God our Father, even when we have messed up many times, still extend to us a heart of compassion. He extends to us a heart of love and a heart of forgiveness. We are called to be an extension of who God is. Let us be willing to do the same. I invite you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and stay blessed. God bless you.